Level 1, the Lurker. 2.3 billion people have the app installed. You are one of them. You're 16, sophomore year, scrolling at 11:47 p.m. under covers that glow blue from screen light. The algorithm knows you better than your guidance counselor. It knows you watch cooking videos for 40 seconds but dance trends for 8. It knows you rewatch that one edit of your comfort show character 3 times before scrolling. It's been learning you for 400 hours of watch time spread across 11 months. You've never posted. Your profile picture is the default silhouette. You have 3 followers, all bots that followed you the day you made the account. Your drafts folder has 14 videos. The oldest one is from February. You filmed it 7 times, chose the best take, added text, picked a song, adjusted the timing, and saved it. You did not post it. The fear wasn't about the video being bad. The fear was about the video being invisible. 0 views feels different than 0 attempts. You understand this mathematically. One night you post a video, it's 19 seconds, a lip sync to an audio that has 4.2 million uses. You post it at 1:33 a.m. because that's when courage and exhaustion overlap. You close the app immediately. You open it 4 minutes later. 11 views, you refresh. 11 views, you check again at breakfast. 47 views, 3 likes. 1 comment, the comment says real. You don't know what this means, you like the comment. You check the video 16 times that day, it stops at 89 views. The algorithm tested it, the audience did not stay. The watch time was 40%, the algorithm filed you under insufficient engagement and moved on. You delete the video after 3 days, nobody noticed it was there, nobody notices it's gone, you go back to scrolling. Level 2, the poster. You've posted 31 videos over 4 months. Your follower count is 847. The number feels significant until you realize 200 of them followed you from a follow-for-follow thread in someone's comment section. They will never watch your videos. You are posting 3 times a week now. You've learned the rhythm. Trending audio, quick hook in the first second, text overlay that's readable at half speed, hashtags that are popular but not oversaturated. You are playing the game the way everyone at your level plays it. 1 video hits, not viral but hits. 47,000 views, 3,200 likes, 89 comments. The video is you talking about a specific feeling that you thought only you experienced. Turns out 47,000 people experienced it too. They just needed someone to name it. Your follower count jumps to 2,400 in 36 hours. You feel it happen in real time. Number climbs while you're in 3rd period. You check it under the desk, 1,890. You check it at lunch, 2,103. You check it before bed, 2,351. You post the next video 19 hours later. You are trying to replicate the formula. Same style, same pacing, similar topic. It gets 4,200 views. The algorithm is not a vending machine. You cannot put in the same inputs and expect the same outputs. But you will spend the next 6 months trying. Your parents ask what you're always filming. You say it's just for fun. This is partially true. It is fun the way gambling is fun. The dopamine arrives in variable intervals. Sometimes you post and get 900 views. Sometimes you get 90,000. You cannot predict which. That's the point. The unpredictability is the mechanism. You are checking your phone 140 times a day. You read this statistic in an article about screen time. You think about reducing it, you do not reduce it. Level 3, the micro-influencer, 28,000 followers. The number appeared gradually, then suddenly. You posted consistently for 11 months. You collaborated with other creators. You followed trends within 48 hours of their emergence, late enough to understand them, early enough to ride the wave. You are recognizable now in a specific niche. Your niche is relatability about being 19 and vaguely anxious about everything. There are 4,000 other creators in this niche. You are one of the ones who made it past 10,000. Brands start reaching out. The first one offers you $50 to post a video using their phone case. You film the video 4 times. You disclose the partnership in the caption with a tiny hashtag ad. The video gets 12,000 views. You earn $50 for 2 hours of work. This is $25 an hour, which is more than you make at your actual job at the campus bookstore. You post 3 more brand deals over the next month. Your engagement drops 18%. Your audience can sense the shift. They don't articulate it in comments. They just scroll faster. You course correct. You post 3 authentic videos, no sponsorships, just you talking about things you actually think about. The engagement recovers. You learn the ratio. For every 1 sponsored post, you need 4 real ones. This is the tax. You pay it. Your parents start calling it your side hustle. Your friends ask how much you make. You give them a number that's 30% lower than the real number. You don't know why you do this. Actually, you do know, the money makes it serious. Serious means it can fail. If it's just a hobby, failure is a shrug. If it's income, failure is something else. Level 4, the mid-tier creator, 340,000 followers. You dropped out, not officially. You're on a leave of absence from college, which is what people call dropping out when they want to keep the door open. You told your parents you'd go back. You can see in their faces they don't believe you. You don't believe you either. Your income last month was $14,200. Brand deals, creator fund payments, affiliate links, a Patreon with 340 subscribers at $5 a month. You are 21 years old and you are earning more than your resident advisor, more than your former manager at the bookstore, more than some of your friends' parents. The money arrives in strange increments. $800 on a Tuesday for a 60-second video. $2,100 on a Friday for integration so smooth your audience doesn't realize it's an ad until the last 4 seconds. You've gotten good at this. The integration, the disclosure, the performance of authenticity that is authentic enough to maintain trust but constructed enough to satisfy the brand's talking points. You are a translation layer between a marketing budget and an audience's attention. You film every day, not post every day, film every day. Your camera roll has 1,847 videos. You will post 6 of them. The rest are drafts, false starts, ideas that look better in your head than on screen. You have developed an internal metric for what will work. You are right approximately 60% of the time. The other 40% is chaos. The algorithm changes. You feel it before you read about it. Your views drop from an average of 280,000 to 140,000 over the course of a week. Nobody from TikTok tells you why. There is no customer service line for creators. There is a forum where people speculate. Shadowban engagement bait penalty content saturation in your category. You adjust, you try new formats, you post at different times. You test 12 different styles of hooks in the first second. One of them works. Your views recover to 210,000. You never find out what you did wrong or what you did right. You just know the machine is feeding you again. Level 5, the influencer, 2.1 million followers. The word influencer used to feel embarrassing. Now it's on your tax returns. Occupation, content creator, you are 24. Your income last year was $340,000. You have a manager now, she takes 15%. You have an accountant, he costs $4,000 a year and saves you $40,000 in taxes. You have a lawyer who reviewed your last 3 contracts. One of them was with a major brand. 6-figure deal, 12 posts over 6 months, exclusivity clause that prevents you from working with their competitors. You negotiated the exclusivity window down from 12 months to 6. Your lawyer taught you this. Everything is negotiable if they want you enough. They wanted you enough. Your apartment costs $3,400 a month. It has good lighting in the living room. This was the primary selection criterion. The bedroom is small. You film in the living room. The living room is a set that looks like a living room. You buy furniture based on how it reads on camera. You painted one wall white for backdrops. Your parents visited last month. Your mother looked around and asked if you were settled. You said yes. She didn't look convinced. The space doesn't look like anyone lives there. That's because it's not where you live. It's where you work. You just sleep here. You are recognized in public now. Not everywhere, but enough. Coffee shops, airports, the grocery store, always younger than you. Always nervous. They ask for photos. You say yes. You have never said no. Saying no feels like breaking an unspoken contract. They gave you their attention. You owe them 30 seconds and a smile. You post a video about burnout. It gets 1.8 million views, 4,000 comments. Half of them are supportive. The other half say you're complaining about a dream job. Both halves are correct. You are living a dream. The dream is exhausting. These things are not contradictory. Level 6, the celebrity creator, 8.7 million followers, your name is verified. The checkmark appeared one day without you requesting it. TikTok decided you matter. The platform knows you before you know yourself. You are 27, you have been doing this for 6 years. That's longer than most people stay at any job, but nobody thinks of this as a job with tenure. They think of it as luck extended. You were on a podcast last month. The host introduced you as an entrepreneur, you didn't correct him. Content creator still sounds temporary. Entrepreneur sounds like you built something. You're not sure what you built. An audience, a brand, a persona that is 80% you and 20% performance. The 20% is the part that makes it sustainable. Your income is diversified now. Brand deals, yes, but also a merchandise line, a digital product, a course teaching other people how to do what you do. The course costs $400. 2,100 people bought it. You recorded it over 3 days. The revenue was $840,000. You paid your manager, your video editor, your accountant, your taxes. You kept $440,000. You feel strange about this. The course works. You know it works because you did everything in it. But you also know most people who buy it won't succeed. Not because the information is wrong, but because the information is necessary but insufficient. Timing, luck, algorithmic favor, these are not teachable. You don't say this in the course. You're invited to events now. Brand launches, influencer trips, award shows that didn't exist 5 years ago. You attend them because your manager says it's good for visibility. You meet other creators. You recognize their faces from your For You page. They recognize yours. You exchange numbers. You never text. You are competitors pretending to be colleagues. Everyone is polite. Nobody is friends. You go home to visit your parents. Your childhood bedroom is the same. Your father asks what you do all day. You try to explain. Filming, editing, emails, strategy calls, content planning, engagement analysis, contract negotiations, brand meetings, he nods. You can tell he doesn't fully understand. He asks if it's stable. You say yes, you're lying. Nothing about this is stable. The platform could change the algorithm tomorrow. Your audience could get bored. A controversy could end you in 48 hours. You are building a career on sand that shifts every time the tide comes in, but the tide has been good to you so far. Level 7, the icon, 24 million followers. You are not a TikToker anymore. You are a media entity that started on TikTok. You're 31. You have a team of 7 people. Manager, agent, publicist, video editor, social media coordinator, assistant, lawyer. You pay $340,000 a year in salaries. Your company, because it's a company now, grossed $4.6 million last year. Revenue streams, brand partnerships, affiliate income, merchandise, digital products, speaking fees, appearance fees, licensing deals, YouTube AdSense, podcast sponsorships, a book deal you signed for $800,000. The book comes out in 4 months. You wrote 40% of it. A ghostwriter wrote the rest. Your name is on the cover. This is how it works at this level. You had a meeting with a streaming service. They want to develop a show around you. Unscripted 8 episodes, your life as a creator, you'd be executive producer. They offered $200,000. Your agent countered at $350,000. They settled at $290,000. The show may never get made. The deal is real regardless. You are negotiating with people who have networks and studios and decades in entertainment. They are negotiating with you because you have something they don't. 24 million people who will watch anything you post. Attention is the commodity. You are the supply chain. Your parents understand now. It took years, but they understand. Your mother tells her friends about you. Your father reads the articles. There have been articles. Profile pieces in business publications, think pieces about the creator economy, interviews where you're asked to predict the future of media. You give thoughtful answers. You have practiced them. You know what they want to hear. Authentic but aspirational, grounded but visionary. You are performing expertise about an industry that didn't exist when you started. Nobody knows what they're doing. Some people are just better at sounding like they do. You are one of them. You think about quitting. Not seriously, but you think about it. What you'd do, where you'd go, who you'd be if you stopped posting. The thought lasts 4 minutes, then you open the app. You film something, you post it. 2.3 million views in the first hour. The machine is still feeding you. You are still feeding the machine. Right now, a high school junior is lying in bed at 11:51 p.m. scrolling under covers that glow blue. She's watching your video. She doesn't know you started exactly like this. She doesn't know about the 14 drafts or the deleted post or the years between invisible and inevitable. She just knows you're on her screen and she's not. She opens her drafts folder, 6 videos. She picks one, she adds text, she adjusts the timing, she hovers over the post button. Her hands are shaking. She posted at 1:38 a.m. She closes the app immediately. She opens it 3 minutes later, 8 views. She'll check it 19 times tomorrow. The algorithm is already learning her. The machine doesn't stop. It just scrolls through new people.